111 Adam Ross, B3. Bravo 415. 415. Sir, Charlie Bravo, and keep putting me back on the call 19 Island Drive. Harry, do away from the call 19 on Route Street.
These people are doing, they're giving out food to the people that are less fortunate, which is a good service.
Una cobija o un problema. ¿Qué mejor por eso? No, no hay problema. Hay que evitar.
I think she got more schools in the front. One of the things we also need is more translators. People here speak all different languages. That's very important.
Okay. I think that's.
You guys are doing a good job.
How you doing?
How you doing today?
I'm good.
All right. Keep up the good work, guys.
I see you just pop up and kind of looking like,
I'm
you look
like one of the brothers over here.
How you doing, man?
I also got it recorded. You see the whole thing that we started. I got a little camera in the middle.
Oh, you did?
On my Facebook, Dilbert Kelly.
What's it, Debbie Kelly?
Dilbert Kelly.
Gilbert Kelly. Okay, cool.
So exactly. Because you're going to look at it like, that don't look like the dude. But yeah, you know,
Oh, check that out, Gilbert Kelly.
that's me on Facebook.
Okay, cool.
So I don't know if it's on my timeline yet. Yep, it's right there.
I'm gonna check it out when I get home tonight.
And that's her, Eunice Johnson, doing a gazine stuff.
Cool.
And everything, yeah.
Anytime you're doing a public service like this, you're doing a good deed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We try to get the mayor and the governor to do something for these people, but they're not doing anything.
Well, you know, it's so funny. I started with Mattapan Patriots when Menino was still alive, and we used to clean up Almont Park.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, the city came and made it their cleanups because we used to do Almont Park to Mattapan Square.
Oh, okay.
And then we also used to do movie night in the park, where we had contractors and we built the whole big screen.
Cool, yeah,
But then the city came out.
So they take your ideas and they just move
Yeah, and they just put the name on it.
Oh,
so they
yeah.
brought out the inflatable one, and you know they had that up there, which is a little bit better. And we keep a friendly movie, which you sit there and show with no, like it's like a PG movie. Kids are like, give us popcorn. We ain't got no time for this.
No, but one of the things we love to do is partner with, obviously the Boston Police and some different other organizations.
Okay.
We're out here every week.
Cool.
And one of the things also that we realize is that obviously this is a major thoroughfare. So we want to figure out a place where it will be safe to park, obviously, because we want to interact with them.
Right.
We also have a church right down there that has had different circumstances and different experiences at their church. On the one hand, they feel as though they're people that are not there to do godly things. But on the other hand, they actually really want people to be there.
Right.
And so how do we create this movement to actually get people there on Wednesdays, because they should be at church, not here drooling
come
on
around
the
the
street.
side.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Right,
what
right.
we like to do.
If you get them in the
Like to
church,
see.
that'll
That'd be great.
help clean them up a little bit and get them on the right track.
That's what we like to
Que huevón que
see.
estás
Yeah.
jodiendo. Yo no estoy haciendo nada. Vos estás jodiendo aquí.
So that's really the vision, bro.
Yeah.
They start at
Jodiendo. No te vayas,
7:15. I'm
déjate joder a la
trying
gente aquí.
to be over here, give them some soup, and then try and
Estás jodiendo a la gente.
get them down there. But we don't want to give the soup in front of there, because then if they drop all the cups or something, then the church gets mad. Like, why did you do that here?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like that balance. But then obviously we also don't want to park over there, because you don't want us on that street. So it's
Gotcha.
like, well, where do we go? We can't park over there because McDonald's doesn't want. You know what I'm saying?
Right here shouldn't be a problem, though, should it?
No, I mean, right now it seems to be okay, but we just want to make sure that, you know what I mean, it's cool with y'all and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha. Well, I think you're doing a great job, man. Keep up the good work, you know?
Well, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Every time I see somebody doing something positive in the community, I look at it as a good thing because
Well, this is Eunice's kitchen. She does it out of her own. We've been doing this for 3 years. Part of it is we're trying to actually
I remember
now
I
be
seen you guys
consistent
over
with
here
it.
before too. You was at
Yeah,
this
yeah,
corner
we
right
were,
here.
we were there with the pastor came
Yep.
from different churches. So we've been, you know, part of it is spreading the love.
There you
know,
go,
it's
yep.
like we want, you know, as many hands as possible. We're not trying to monopolize
Right.
doing good work, you know.
Hey, no
Whoever
shame
wants
in
to
the
be out
game.
here, by all means, just be out here then. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
That's true. See, you're doing the work that the city should be doing. You know what I mean? They have people.
But you have to realize that they profit off this. So on the one hand, you got beds, and they have homeless shelters. They make money off that. On the other hand, you have the methadone clinics.
Right.
They make money off of that.
That's true.
Then you have the hospital that's right there. They make money. Like, at the end of the day, when you step back, sometimes you have to step back and take a minute. Like, wait a minute. Somebody's making money here. Like,
Oh, yeah,
this didn't
definitely.
just happen overnight. And
Exactly.
you knew about it.
I agree.
Oh, how did this happen? You know what I mean?
Right.
So part of it's
And
like,
why is it allowed to keep going?
why is it allowed to keep going? That's
That's the big
the
thing.
question.
That's the big question.
Who's making money off of this, allowing
Right.
this to happen? And once we solve that problem,
Exactly.
this is not gonna happen anymore.
That's true. There's a some kind of scheme behind it. There's a major
So it's like,
scheme
you know, we're
behind
gonna
it.
be out here giving soup, but at the same time, we're looking at a holistic. We're not just out here giving soup.
Right.
Because it's like, yeah, we want to feed the people who speak, but also it gives us a chance to be out here and really look at it.
Yeah.
Because obviously, it's also migration, right? Like, they don't always stay in this place.
Right, they're moving back and forward. Yeah.
There, and the point is, no one seems to care. I see all these police lights everywhere.
See, my thing is, like, if this was happening
What's going on?
anywhere else, even if it was another country, we'd be feeding the hungry, feeding the poor. But
If
what
there was
about
another kid,
here?
literally, you go downtown and they're asking you for money for some other country. Can you
Exactly.
give me $50 for?
For
and it's
another
like,
country, but what about here? Who's giving them money for here?
This feels like another country.
Yeah, well,
and
it's
it's
like
right down the street.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when it wasn't like this. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, okay, is this allowed to? How long is this allowed to happen? You know?
Well, it's only allowed to happen until we say enough is enough.
Yeah.
And that's the point. Like at a certain point, you say this is not allowed to happen, and you make it so. You
Exactly.
decide this is not
I'm
allowed.
not that young anymore to be crawling through cars and cars.
But part of it is you can't just stay there. You can't say it's not allowed to happen and then stomp your foot. You know, because you wear out the pavement doing
That's
that.
true,
Like,
yeah.
you gotta find ways
We gotta
to make
make some
sure
kind of change. Yeah.
that there's a change.
We gotta make some kind of change. I don't know what could we do, but
Well, part of it is this building has to turn into something. It can't just stay abandoned. That's part of the problem, right? When you start to look at, okay, what are the problems? First of all, I don't see any equitable business that's saying this is affecting my day-to-day life, right? So you had the church down there, but they're only open on Wednesday. You have to start to look around. Now, if this was a hotel or something, or a school or something,
Yeah.
these people would be gone.
that's true. You're right.
Because we're trying to operate every day, and this just can't be happening. So now I start to look around. Well, what do I have? I have a parking lot. I have nothing. And then I have a shelter across the street, and this is abandoned. So that's the reason that they can do this.
That's
So
true,
now you put something here, even if it was a food pantry, could still benefit these people, could still feed them all. But now it's not just an abandoned building. There are people actively doing something.
Right.
It's just like anything, you know. But all of a sudden, this Massachusetts, these could be squatters. Like maybe they're trying to take over this building. Who knows? But the point is that that's not ultimately taking us to where we want to go. Because like we said, there are people profiting off the situation.
Oh,
So
yeah,
now
definitely. I agree.
you build it together. You coalesce. You figure out how do we make this happen. And the first step is you have to establish a foundation. So every week we come out, we give them soup. That's the first step. The next step is we're trying to connect with that church down the street. So now those two things, give out soup every week, connect with the church. There, we're gonna also try and make sure we get wraparound services, right? Because the police everywhere, so you know you're gonna need some whatever. Because obviously you don't want anyone to act up or anything. So maybe you need some of that. Now you need some public safety and also some healthcare people.
Well, we don't have
Tell them
sucks,
something.
but do you
Make sure
want
that they have
to see
services
that?
that they need.
Exactly.
Maybe they can't get there at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. The point is they're right here. So now we need to have extended services so we can make sure that they have what they need. Now we need to figure out some other things because you know what? It's still cold. So where are they sleeping? They can't sleep here.
That's a good question, you know. And a lot of these people probably don't even get the proper medical treatment that they need either.
The point is, there's a lot of. The irony is, and this is why I look at it as that Eddie Murphy movie when he ran for Congress. You have to look at it part of his comedy, but the point is, for everything that the government's not doing, there's something they could be doing.
Right, that's true.
For
Yeah.
everything that the rich person doesn't want them to do, there's another rich person that does want them to do. So part of it is figuring out who are the people who do want to help.
Exactly.
Because someone's making money off them like this. Someone else could make money off helping.
That's true.
This guy's literally riding hospital bike, because that's what the Blue Bikes are, sponsored by the hospital. Right? So it's like, okay, so maybe you get Brigham and women involved, some other people. This is Boston. It'd be different if it was any other place in the world, but this is the healthcare capital of the world.
Yeah, you're right.
So if they can't figure out how to do it here, then what the hell are we doing?
That's true too.
What are we doing?
How can we help other people? We can't help ourselves. That's the big problem.
So
We
it's
help-
here.
we help all
the
these-
answer is right here, and we just have to sit down and say, you know what, now we're going to solve it.
I agree. Hopefully somebody comes to their senses and figure out like these people are hurting and come to help them.
No, but part of it is the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So part of it is if I close my eyes and drive by, and I'm thinking about whatever their bottom line is, their money, then they don't have to think about it. They don't
No,
have to-
notice they don't
have to
care.
talk.
Unless it's in front of their doorstep. If you brought this in front of Marty Walsh's doorstep, then he's gonna care about it.
Right.
But as long as it's over here and not in front of his house,
All he do is call security and remove
yeah, Marty don't care. I know he don't care. He's going to the White House. He don't care. Charlie
No, I mean,
Baker
part
don't
of
care
it,
either.
But the funny thing is, part of it also is, in all fairness, he came from a situation like this.
Exactly. That's
And
true.
so, at a certain point, he's like, I can only save so many. And he
he's in
also
a-
is thinking about he doesn't know because he's not a doctor.
But he's in a position where he can get funding for these people.
He
He
could.
can get grants for these people.
He could.
He can get federal grants for these people.
He could.
He can advocate for these people. He can do that because he's in that position.
He could.
He won't. If he didn't do it now, he's not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
The sad thing I
No, but the funny thing is now.
where he's
But you know what the funny thing is, sometimes God uses people, so at the end of the day, he knows about this situation, and this is Boston.
Right.
So even though he couldn't solve the problem, he's going to go maybe to Washington, D.C., maybe he's going to be the one that writes the check. Because in the end, ultimately, no, not we hope, because part of it is, you hope, you wish, and pray, but someone still has to go do it. Right? Like you can be in the church, we hope, we all pray, hopefully it'll work, but someone has to make it happen. Somebody has to mold the clay and do whatever God let him to do. But God didn't say to everyone just sit here in the pew.
Right. No,
You know, like,
no, we gotta put
and
our
that's the
resources
problem.
together. We gotta try to put our resources
You gotta
together.
be a doer.
You have to.
Doer. You gotta be a doer. And that's part of it. So now, maybe you partner with a McDonald's or a Stop and Shop or
Right.
some of these other people because these people need water. They need other
We
different
need
things.
a lot of stuff, a lot
But
of
at the
help.
same time, there's only so much soup that can fit into that little container.
I agree.
And that's not gonna solve all their problems.
It's
Like
true.
after we leave, there gonna be some people here that still have issues that we did not resolve by giving
is
them
true.
bread and soup. You follow?
Okay, who
I
want a
agree.
bag?
I agree 100%.
So that's part of the understanding. Like, okay, so now you gotta think holistically. How do we
How do we
address this?
how do we stop this cycle? How do we stop the cycle? You know what I mean? You gotta find some way to stop that cycle.
Anybody needs any bags? Okay.
guys are here every day doing this? Once a week? That's not bad.
You know, there's another group that comes out here. They're twin sisters, and they're trying to build their own church. We met them one time when we was on that street right there. They used to set up. I think they moved, but they were out there. They had a table. Where they had full dinners, and they do a prayer, and they set up like that.
Okay, cool.
Her name is Xomi. So it's spelled with like it's two of them. I got problems telling them apart, but they're good people.
I have to check them out too. Yeah.
Yeah, with a pastor and stuff.
And the interesting thing, it says food right there. Even though it's an abandoned building, God put that there, and it says food on it.
You see food pack?
It says food pack.
Right,
So there's
food
no
pack.
reason. So this could be a food pantry.
Actually, the food pack building is behind it in the parking lot. This used to be the first front. I used to work with them.
Oh, yeah.
On me.
You just used to be it, and they moved it to the other side.
Yeah, they're inside the parking lot.
Yeah.
So you can get the trucks. And
So is there any way I could ask you like a couple of things on there?
Sure, yeah.
So obviously, you lived in Boston, you've been around. What would you like to see change here? And I'm calling it Miracle Mile instead of Methadone Mile because we have to declare it. There's going to be change. What would you like to see different?
I would like to see these individuals get some kind of treatment, some kind of help, some kind of support for my government officials, especially our mayor and our governor, the higher ups. The citizens are doing what they can do, but I want the mayor and the governor to get involved, to reach out and get some more resources for these individuals. And hopefully that can make a change.
Well, I thank you very much. Obviously, it takes a community to raise a child, and I thank you for coming out today too, and you know, seeing what we're out here doing. We're doing the Lord's work. We're trying to give these people some food, but we also want to think about what resources do they need. How can we improve this? Because this shouldn't be happening. Not in the birthplace of America.
They need shelter. They need clothing. She need housing. Yeah. They do need housing.
They need housing.
And we need to bring back rent control.
Right.
If we bring back rent control in this city, most of the stuff will not be happening as it is happening now. A lot of landlords are kicking people out because they can't afford the rent. And they know that, so where are they supposed to go?
Right.
I mean, on the street.
Yeah.
These people weren't always on the street. They end up on the street because they couldn't afford a place to live. And if we could give them a place to live, they won't have this issue. And it all starts from home. We got to start, holding our public officials accountable.
Because like she said, the shelters are too crowded. And,
Yeah.
On the West Coast, what they started doing is they started building tiny houses. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
A
yeah.
little village where they have tiny houses. And even a kid made a little tiny house about the size of his vehicle. And you can actually...
It's all in Nevada.
Yeah.
They're making them out of those little storage containers too.
Yep.
The metal storage, they're stacking them up. I see them doing that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, we can do that right here. Why can't this be done?
The government donates the property and organizations and other companies donate the material. And you know what? All the communities come together and they build the tiny houses.
So,
And they have a community kitchen. They have community gardens. They have. It's really nice. I've seen it.
so I'm trying to figure why this can't happen right here in Boston.
Yeah, it can happen right here.
We're gonna see.
If they want it to happen, it can happen.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Contractors donated. Sometimes they donate some of their time.
I agree. It's just sad to see people out here all the time, day after day, in the streets. People should not have to live like
No
that.
more food puppy. Sorry. Till next week.
People should not have to live like that. Not in. We got so much technology out there nowadays. People should not have
Well,
to.
would you come with us to the church just so you can meet the pastor and we can...
Where's the church at?
It's literally right down the street. Hold on.
Let's just say so.
I can meet the pastor. If he wants.
I want you to pray out when the meeting starts.
Okay.
That's part of how it happened.
Okay. I'm everywhere, so I don't mind. Is he the church that's right here at the corner? Okay. I think I know. Right by the car wash. I got you. Yeah.
Are you able to come now, or do you?
I can go down there very quick. Yeah, I can take a walk down there.
Yeah, it's gonna be real quick.
I take a quick walk down there. You guys are going over there now?
Yeah, we're literally going there right now. We're just going to this church. We're trying to establish this connection. We're gonna pray out with them after what we did.
Yeah, because that's what we're talking about the program. Oh, my phone real quick. Are you red or blue?
When you say red or blue, what's that? Democrat or Republican?
No. No, are you police or fire department?
Oh, neither.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm just asking. My fault.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
I'm neutral.
Yep.
He just called me. He's like, he's gonna want a permit and stuff. So
A permit, you say?
he's gonna, yeah.
Who's he?
The boss.
Who's the boss?
I already spoke with him. We already
Yeah, we
full
had a conversation.
A permit?
I mean, we let this go for.
You can have a permit to pass out food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
said
we're leaving.
that? No,
We're
for real?
actually done.
All right, sounds good. That's perfect.
Who said that though? I wonder who said that. Who said you
You have,
refer-
you have to have a permit.
It's-
But who said that?
Through the city.
The city said
So can you
that?
explain that? Hold on.
Tell me who's the person in charge of it. I want to find out who that is.
I mean, you can look at it online.
No, because is it ISD?
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out because that's not true.
Yeah.
You do not need a permit to pass out food.
When it's this big, yeah.
So you
Sure.
need a permit. So obviously,
I mean, me and you just had a conversation.
But you're saying the city said.
so I guess what I'm saying is, how do you help these people?
So the city
How do
is
you help
saying
the
you need a
people
permit.
We're supposed to need a permit,
No,
but
it's,
then what are they gonna do
because they-
to solve the problem?
No, because they did that with the homeless too. In order to panhandle, they
No,
forced you to get a permit.
that's not true. That's not true. You don't need no permit to pass out food.
You're trying to tell
You
me
do not
that
need a permit. I'll
need
tell you
a
right now.
permit to give people
You do not, I'm going to go down there tomorrow and I'm going to ask them. You do not need a permit to pass out food.
I forget, we used to have someone else in charge.
But I'm going to tell you right now, they're bullshitting you. I'm telling you right now, they're bullshitting you.
But you know what he said? It's not him, because I spoke to him earlier.
No, it's the boss. So then at a
The
certain
boss is
point,
riding around in a black undercover car.
so then the question is, who's the boss? 'Cause
Who's the
funny
boss?
thing is,
Right.
They suspended Dennis White.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the police commissioner.
Exactly.
They got rid of
Gross.
Billy Gross.
Gross is gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
So who is the boss? Marty Walsh is leaving.
Yeah, so who's the
So
boss?
who's the boss?
There is no boss.
Who is the boss?
Everybody's running amok in the city, telling you need a permit to pass out food to the homeless. I never heard that before in my life. I'm gonna take a walk down there. If you guys are down there, I'll take a walk down there right quick, okay? All right, man, be safe out there. So they're saying you need a permit to pass out food in the city of Boston. I have never heard, how you doing, my man? I have never heard that before, that you need a permit to pass out food in the city of Boston. I'm taking a quick walk down to the church over here right quick.
He's recorded.
Don't worry, I won't put you guys on there. If you don't want to be on there, I won't put you on there.
BD report 41 Harvard, Harvard Street, Harvard Street.
What's going on, man? I'm taking a quick walk down to this church over here. There's a church at this next corner. So let me see if I can meet up with these people right quick. And maybe talk to the pastor right quick. Just so you know, I doubt it very much. I doubt it very, very, very much that you need a permit to pass out food to the homeless. If you need a permit to pass out food, that's the most far-fetched thing I have heard in a long, long time. That you need a permit to pass out food to the homeless. I would actually challenge him on that because you want them to pay for a permit to do something for the city that the city should be doing for free. That's crazy. Just gonna go take a walk over here, check out. I'm gonna see if I can talk to the pastor right quick. I'm not gonna stay too long because I do got another assignment.
415, can you bring a cruiser at Warren and Maywood, please? Female drove off. So this male should be on foot. Light skin, Hispanic male, about 5'6", medium. In his 30s. Low haircut. Gray coat. Blue coat, gray sweater. Jeans and white sneakers. Currently from that Adams and Leonard.
what it is, right?
Yeah, I see.
So now the church is closed to the people.
Mhm.
It's here, but they're not open. And so now how do we build that gap, right? Because part of it is you want to be obedient to the Lord, but you also want to hold people accountable and get people to pray together
Mhm.
so they can stay together.
Right.
Those people need help. They need prayer, but they also need help. They need health care. They need a lot of different things. You feel me?
Mhm. I agree.
So let's pray out and get this done, bro. Well, is there maybe some words you could say?
I just hope for the best. Hope and pray that these people do get the help and treatment that they do deserve. You know, this is a human right. I mean, they need, in order to live like this, they need a, how you say it? There should be somebody to intervene in helping these people.
There should be some of them.
Some kind of intervenement.
How you doing, bro?
How you doing?
So this is
Yeah.
my brother right here.
You turn it off? Okay, okay. I'm gonna head up out of here anyway.
He's out of here, but I just wanted to pray out with you.